Strap in all you YouTube gun porn addicts as we go through everything we've been doing in the off time. We're going to talk about updates to the rifle with new parts, fixes we made along the way from the botched paint job. First thing we're going to talk about is a mistake, a problem that happened to me in the baking process of the GunKote. Now, as you guys know, I was going through all sorts of experiments of what these polymers can handle, how long they can handle it, and at what temperature they can handle it. The Magpul did the best. The Magpul did a really good job at handling 350 degrees. We just did it in 10-minute intervals. The grip, the base of my grip, what they refer to as the palm ring, didn't do so hot. And unfortunately, I don't have it right now, but it was separated from the rubber. We did our paint job. We put it in the oven to cure, and the hanger that it was hanging on literally after about 15 minutes just started melting through the polymer and just let go. I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to buy a whole new grip, so I contacted the manufacturer directly at ergogrips.net. These guys are awesome. They gave me a great deal on a whole new grip, set me up. If you need any help with any of your grips for any of your rifles, contact these guys. Reese is who took care of me. She did a great job getting me squared away. The thing was shipped out right away, no problems, no questions. She had me take a picture of the damaged one, sent it to her, got me squared away. Feel a whole lot better about the whole thing. New parts. We got some new parts too for this 6.5 Creedmoor build. I've been looking at bipods. There's all sorts of stuff out there. Everybody knows about the Harris bipod and things like that. I want something that would go great with this KeyMod handrail that I bought. So I went on Amazon and I did find a KeyMod bipod. It is a China-made thing. This is the UTG bipod. This is going to side mount to your handguard using those KeyMod holes that you bought with your KeyMod handguard. I've left this bipod kind of screwed onto the side of the handguard so you guys can check it out for yourselves. I've also got some close-ups that we're going to go through and take a look at how nice it really does look in detail, because it is a nice piece. Cool thing about this is you've got 180 degrees of articulation, and you're going to have stop points every 45 degrees. Where you mount this bipod is totally up to you. Now obviously I put it as far away as I can because I want the best stability when I'm out at the range at the bench. Ending with a nice rubber foot at the bottom with a dome head to it, so you're never going to be worried about any uneven ground or anything like that. You'll still be able to get your level field to shoot on. First part of the process to determine how I was going to do a better job at painting this Yeti Cryptic Camo was to figure out what I was doing wrong and what I'd do different. So first time we put a white base coat down and then we came back after it with gray. This time I changed it with a gray base coat and came back after it with white. Once I got that gray base coat on, I didn't do a solid gray. I did dark in the middle, light on the edge, and white on the other edge. We ended up contacting the guys at Freedom Stencils, who I can't tell you how great they've been. I've been ordering them out of Cryptic Stencils and they keep them in stock. Now, with the gray base coat down and our new stencils in hand, we laid the stencils out in a way that I thought would look neat. I really wanted to use this killer Grim Reaper stencil that I got from those guys. I just couldn't figure out a place to put it that I thought was going to look good. I thought this was honestly the best spot, not only because of the space that you get there, but it's flat. There aren't any edges through the buttstock that would break it up. So he ended up here. I think he looks really good. Once we got the stencils on, we came back after it with the white, pulled our stencils off after letting it bake for about 10 minutes. You don't want to leave the stencils on too long while you're baking this GunKote, because those stencils, even though they're high heat, that yellow stencil will affect your finish, especially if it's white. So we let them in there for 10 minutes to let the paint kind of dry up, pulled that bitch out, and we pulled all those stencils off. Then we put it back in for 10 minutes at 350, let it cool off for 10 minutes, then back in for another 10. Did this till we had a full hour of baking at 350 degrees. Now that I had the stencils off and I had let the entire piece cure to where I wanted it, I came back after some white spots where there were a lot of petals of white, and I dusted a lot of white in that area, and I even took some gray and dusted gray over the white. So it kind of dirties it up and lets some abstract come into the camouflage so it's not so straight line. It lets it blend a little bit better, and I think it turned out really well. So you guys see how this Cryptic came out the second time around. I like it a lot better. It's a lot more white. It's a lot more the look I was going for. Alright, boys and girls, that pretty much wraps it up for this video. This one was short and sweet. We just wanted you guys to see what's been going on with the project, to know that I haven't given up on it, and we're going to follow it through all the way to the point where we're at the range, firing that first bullet down to a target. You guys have any questions at all, leave them down in the comments. I'll get back to you with my answers. And if you enjoy it, just leave your support so we can keep this kind of thing going. Don't forget to like and subscribe as always so you can be sure to watch the next video on this AR10 6.5 Creedmoor build we're doing.